Hello AustCham members, and welcome to another edition of Sundowners in Phuket. And here we are at the Angsana Laguna Resort, and I have the general manager here, Logan Daly, and we're going to have a little chat. So,
Sure.
Just open up, I guess let's start with the Angsana story.
The Angsana story. Whoa. We have been here since 1992, obviously as the Sheraton Grand Laguna.
Yeah.
Then in 2010, we rebranded to Angsana, obviously under the Banyan Group. One of the first hotels on the island, and of course I think the largest hotel in Laguna, especially this area. I don't know what else you want to know, to be honest.
But I guess, who was the founder of this thing?
Ho Kwon Ping. So obviously he found he bought some land in Phuket once. And he was walking along the beach and he saw this beautiful cobalt blue lagoon. Okay. So he decided to buy more land, and then to find out it was an abandoned tin mine and was deemed not suitable for any development.
Yeah.
So of course he had two options. One was go bankrupt, or the second option was make the land work. So of course they brought in soil and brought in different plants and what have you, and revitalized the area we now call Laguna Phuket, right? And this is the lagoon that they saw. Yeah. And so obviously there was a small piece of land in the middle, which is why we say Angsana is an island on the island. Okay. So yeah, all started from there. He told us stories about even when they got the first pumps to start filtering water, the water was eating through the metal of the pumps. So they were lasting like 6 months. So he was definitely not fit. And then of course everything had to come on boats. There was no bridge then. So they were bringing soil in. They had to work with the Navy for boats and what have you. So yeah. And they still have not built the holiday house where they bought the land. So,
yeah, that's always a story, right? And Phuket has a story also of having to be built up from that zinc mining era.
Yeah.
So, and it's obviously turned out to be a lovely resort.
Yeah, so I think they did a really good job, to be honest. Yeah. I think we are all very proud. We know 30 years later we still tell the story. So yeah,
that's good. What about your story?
My story. Cool. I grew up in New Zealand, then went to Australia, finished school, finished university, and then I had enough of my family, I guess, and I wanted to explore. So I think every person from New Zealand wants to travel, right?
Yeah. Because
we're so far away from anywhere. So I went to the UK like most people, did my little 2 years, which turned out to 1 year because I didn't want to work, right? So my OE, then ended up in the Middle East. And from there, I've been back to Australia, been to Indonesia, worked in Maldives for a little while, and then of course here in Thailand.
How long have you been here?
In Thailand, 8 years. Okay. So yeah, we were with the Bang Group about 10 years. But previously was in another hotel here in Laguna, and then moved here a few months ago.
Okay. And from a development perspective of this resort, you have, I guess, a vision that you've come in with. Where do you see this resort?
I think that Angsana is an amazing resort, right? You're never going to see a hotel like this built again, right? We have so much land, we have a beautiful beach, we have rooms, we have meeting rooms, we have multiple restaurants. So I think for me, I want to bring the excitement back, right? So I'm sure everyone remembers when there was less hotels, there was less competition, right? You'd go to hotels, you'd hang out there. So now you see we've redeveloped the beach. So we're going to continue that and try to create experiences that are not necessarily benchmarked on the hotel. So even we think about movie nights on the beach, night markets on the beach, fashion shows on the beach. So making the beach as a destination and the hotel is in the background rather than making the hotel the scene, right? Wow. So trying to change the way people see it a little bit, right? And of course, we are so blessed. We have so much land that we can do almost anything, no? So yeah, trying to bring that excitement back, which we all had. I remember traveling when I was younger, right? And you just stay in the hotel, But now no one wants to stay in the hotel because there's so many things to do, right?
Oh.
So we want to bring people back to Angsana or back to the hotel and bring that excitement back that we all felt, or I felt anyway, when I was younger.
Okay. And tonight, from Sundowners' perspective, we're at your new redevelopment here.
Yes, correct. Our Azura Restaurant.
Yeah.
So we opened that one. We actually opened it probably at the wrong time. So we opened it late last year. So many people don't know that we have it yet because obviously high season happened. But now we're about to start. Obviously, you guys are here to introduce it and letting a lot more people know. But we're still developing the concept slightly. So traditional Italian, but it's going to be quite a theatrical experience. There'll be flambe at the table. And so it should be quite fun when it's done. So probably by October, November, I think it should be completely launched.
Well, I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Sure, of course.
I saw it being built last year when we were here.
Yep.
And it's nice to see that it's there and ready to go.
And now we have that one. And of course, we have Seafood Market, we have Zana, and then even next door, we have Rava, our new beach club, which obviously has what we call a young and fun area, and then also a signature steakhouse in it. So now we have total 5 restaurants across the beach.
Okay. One other question, I guess, is in Phuket continues to grow. Where do you see the future of Phuket in terms of a tourist destination?
I think as a tourist destination, people will always come, but it's going to be up to the hotels and up to all of us to make Phuket more exciting, I guess. I think that, in the boom, everyone opened their hotels, opened their restaurants and what have you, but, we I don't want to say we lost touch, right? But we just lived on success, right?
Yeah.
But I think as there's more places open, we have to compete with each other, right? And really make it a destination, like bringing different events here, bringing different happenings. So it doesn't just become another, I don't want to say boring resort area, right? But to keep that excitement, right? Because the people that came for nature before maybe don't come anymore, which is that I think that's okay. But we have to make sure that the people that are coming are not just coming for the same thing, right? I think most people don't come just for a beach holiday anymore. They come for that experience, right? They want to leave the resorts, they want to experience. So I think we all have to work together to make sure that Phuket is exciting.
Collectively, from the hotels, you actually must discuss this stuff in terms of what directionally to take.
Yeah, we do. So I think internally in Laguna, we make sure that we because of course we have a lot of hotels and even our own group, we make sure that we're all doing different things, right? So not, for example, we wouldn't all do a Sunday brunch, right? We wouldn't all do a night market on the same day. So we just try to make sure that we are doing things that obviously complement each other and complement the destination, of course, Laguna, where we are. Yeah. And that things are not only going to attract tourists, but attract people that live here, right? I think that people that live in Phuket is also a main thing that we have to worry about, right? Even when I visit the place, I don't want to go to somewhere that's empty, right? I want to go somewhere where the locals or the expats go, right? We don't want to have those traditional experiences, I guess. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. But along with that comes I guess, look, Angsana has a certain presence to it, and the staff are part of that presence.
Yep.
And I guess part of your role, I think, is to, one is be innovative, but also ensure that the staff are actually enjoying what they do, I guess, and also ensuring that the service is there for.
Yeah. I feel, to be honest, and I don't just say this because we work here, I work for Banyan Group, so we're very lucky with our team.
Yeah.
We're, at Angsana, we have 3rd generation already in terms of team, because obviously we have our own kindergarten, so we are very connected to the families, right? And I think our company, when something goes wrong in Thailand, our company supports their hometowns and whatnot. So in terms of creating people that trust us, I think is the way that we've obviously elevated our service so far. And I think that's what we will continue to do, right? Our founders are very much developing that community in that sense, right? Even we have events now where we invite people that no longer work with us back every 3 months to have drinks and meet everyone and talk. And I've seen our chairman meeting people that used to work here 10, 20 years ago. And not just senior people, right? Junior people or middle ranked people. So keeping that open, that we actually, we always say we're a family business. We are still a family business. And we treat everyone like a family. Of course, not brothers and sisters. We don't all have dinner together. We're not that sort of family, I guess, right? But we really do support people. And I think that really comes through in our service, right? The fact that we do that. At the same time, we have our own management academy here in Phuket. So we're even super lucky or super blessed for that degree, right?
Yeah.
So I think that in terms of maintaining that service, we have been somewhat blessed. Yeah.
Excellent. It's always nice to learn something about, you know, the differences in the way people manage and handle things. And I guess the group that you have is quite famous, I guess, and well known within Thailand. So I hope, I guess we wish you all the success with this particular venture that you've been here for a little while now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to AustCham for listening, and thank you for Logan Daly, the General Manager, for taking his time and having a talk to our members. Thank you.